Good morning, worm friends. I finally completed my sifter. Still have a little tweaking to do on the catch system. I have plastic cut to catch the castings, the gap here to catch the eggs and the baby worms, and the big worms and everything that needs to be finished composting or eaten by the worms goes in the last bin. I know it looks a little rough, but I just made it out of things I had here at the house. The only thing I've had to buy was a Sawzall that I got from Harbor Freight. Make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm going to run through and do some castings here in a little bit with another video. This bin is my compost worms. Got it set up for the next 21 days. I weighed this out. I got 4 pounds of castings. All right, see you in a little bit. So here we have the castings, which fall through the 1/8" screen. The next screen, this will be where some of the medium-sized particles and all the eggs fall. And then over here, you have all your large particles and all your adult breeding worms. So I just wanted to show you with that 1/8" screen, it really just gets the castings out. I've been checking through it. I haven't seen any eggs. You know, every once in a while, maybe a small worm. One of the really small worms will slip through. But yeah, I mean, that's just pure worm castings. Ready to go in the garden, ready to make tea, worm tea. Yep, there's a little baby worm that slipped through. We'll put him over here with the other ones that are still falling out of the sifter. Now, got about 10 more bins to go. So I just bagged up the castings that I got out of 2 of my European nightcrawler bins. Just wanted to show you what 21 days will do. Make sure my scales zero up. Just over 3 pounds. Also, when you put it in a bag, if it's not a breathable bag, make sure and leave it open, because there are baby worms. There could be some eggs that got through. Make sure that they can get oxygen, plus the microbes that are living in here that make the soil as good as it is actually need the oxygen. So just make sure you always leave a little opening in there. Just wanted to give y'all another view of the sifter again. We're going to do the next European nightcrawler bin. castings on into the catcher. Some of our adult European night crawlers. They come straight down the 1/4-inch grate right into the little bucket that shoots them right in here. Then we have our spot where the smaller material will fall and all the eggs are caught. Hey guys, just wanted to show everybody what a worm egg looks like, because some of y'all out there are new worm farmers, and yeah, it can be a little confusing. These are very small. These do not go through my 1/8-inch grate, so I am able to capture them and put them in a separate bin to grow out in 3 to 4 weeks. These will hatch. We'll have 1 to 2 babies in each one. You'll see the eggs that are like golden in color, and then you'll see the eggs that are maroon in color. The ones that are maroon in color are more developed and getting closer to hatching. So we're just going to put these back in our baby tray. Let's see if I can show you some of these young worms. Some of these worms are in here that are so small that you can barely even see them. He's just holding on to a bunch of dirt. But there is eggs all throughout this material. Plenty enough for the worms to still eat when they hatch. I make my own worm chow. But there is just worms everywhere in here. This is one of my red wiggler bins. Just ran through the sifter. There's 2 eggs, egg. It's just loaded down eggs. This is the medium-sized sifter, so some of these will go in the baby bin. Any of the real large worms I find will go back in the breeder bins. So I just finished the final cleanup of all the bins after 21 days. That's a lot of worm castings. I'm gonna take them, weigh them up, and give us a final weigh out of what we got. All right, stay tuned. So I have my bucket zeroed out. We're gonna start filling this bucket up. I don't know if it'll be enough to hold all the castings.
Right down. Bucket's over half full. Put them back in the bin.
We're gonna stop it at 16 pounds, and I gotta go get another bucket. I love it. All right, so I got my second bucket. Not quite as big, but I got it zeroed out. Be able to make some worm tea. We'll put some around my garden. And box up the rest and sell it. Other people can enjoy this. 8.5. I have to get a bag. I think I'm out of buckets. So our final bag, just over a pound. For the first two that I sifted this morning, 3 pounds. So 4, 16 is 28. So now we're total of 28 pounds of worm castings in 21 days. These worms are like machines, and I'm telling you, this worm castings to use as a soil amendment. My garden is going nuts right now, and everybody who's bought worm tea or castings from me, they're sending me pictures, they're showing me their gardens also, and saying, wow, it is just amazing what this stuff can do. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Have a good day. All right, we're wrapping up the video with the homemade sifter, and it was amazing. It turned my all-day job of sifting all my bins into maybe an hour-and-a-half job. If you have a lot of worms, I definitely say this is the way to go, is to be able to make a sifter, buy a sifter, you know, depending on if you're doing it commercially, you're trying to sell castings and harvest eggs like I am, or at home. I mean, I was hours and hours of one bin at a time with this sifter, the 1/8 inch by itself, a 1/4 inch, and this is just a night and day difference. And I know the worms probably appreciate getting out of it quick, having it over quickly, back in the new bedding. I'll be making a video on the bedding that I'm using, and eventually a worm chow video, because I love making the worm chow and the worms are just tearing it up. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment below. Please remember to subscribe. Have a blessed day.